got a fun one for us today, I think. I don't know, it's something a little bit different. You tell me. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. I'm not going to hurt my feelings. Good, bad, ugly, I don't care. Give me all the comments. On my way to get coffee. And sometimes I get these ideas for videos as I'm driving. Nothing else to do except concentrate on driving and think about what silly videos I want to do. Has this RV market crashed over the last few months? Well, I think in some ways, for some dealers, part of it has. Lots are full of the fifth wheels and travel trailers and some of the lower end Class A's. You know, I don't deal in that stuff, so I don't know that market very well. What I see, I have to go by what I see and hear, and I see it crashed or crashing. Obviously they're still selling something, but you know, definitely leave a comment down below if you understand a little bit better than I do. I cater to a different type of clientele than the average in air quotes RV dealer does, and that's on purpose. I do that on purpose. I don't deal in anything that you have to hook a truck to and pull. It's not my thing. I like, you know what I like, folks? I like Class A luxury diesel pushers, Newmar, Integra, Tiffin, not necessarily in that order. We will deal in some of the other units as well if we find the right deal at the right price point for our customers. I buy a few units per month at auction, not bank repos, none of that stuff. These are units that are sold by guys who do this for a living. They got really good reputations. I get inspections on every unit that I potentially will buy. I know a lot about these units. I talk to the guys who own them. There's a couple of brokers down there that really, that's all they do full time. Their companies are dedicated to buying motorhomes off the street and selling them to other dealers like me. And essentially we're using the auction to facilitate that. And so they're not auction units. Sometimes the ones I get from auction are the cleanest and nicest units out there. I'll show you a little bit of behind the scenes of what it's like to be an RV dealer, at least in my shoes. I can't tell you what it's like to sell these fifth wheels and travel trailers. I don't know what that's like. Well, let's see what they're bringing compared to book value, and maybe we'll try to compare book value on a few different things. So, it's coffee time. I gotta go. Let's get some coffee. A bit overcast today, but I think that the skies are gonna clear out later and give us some nice sunshine. And that lady was just literally gonna go. At a red light, she was literally just gonna go. It appears that everybody has the same idea I did this morning about getting coffee. But these folks are really quick. If you're ever in the Danville area, my really good friends, and my daughter actually works here when she's not in college. This is the hub. They have 2 locations in Danville. Really, really good place. Locally owned. Awesome people. It is. Now I gotta wait for coffee. That's okay. It's I can wait. It's part of life. If any of you are Seinfeld fans out there, but I remember every time I get in a line like this, and it you know, always reminds me of the Soup Nazi. You know, where you hold the money. Like, okay, 1 iced coffee, please.
1 large crab bisque to go.
It's not what it's like at this place. But they're not the coffee Nazis, but they're very popular here. The line, if you come at the wrong time, I'm running about 30 minutes beyond what I normally come through here, and there's like 6-7 cars in the drive-through. So a Soup Nazi reenactment when we go through the drive-through here and see if the girl gets it. She won't. 1 iced coffee with heavy cream.
Okay.
You don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
No.
Totally didn't get it. She agreed, though. She was nice enough to agree to just nod her head and say, yes, fat guy, I'm going to laugh at you.
No soup for you! Come back 1 year!
Good morning! Hey, you watch Seinfeld?
Yes.
You remember the Soup Nazi
Yes.
episode? I did the Soup Nazi
Did you do that?
on her. Yeah, she didn't get it, but
She didn't get it.
it's going to be on video. I'll send you all a copy of the video.
Beautiful. You're pushing your luck, little man.
Got the coffee. Most important thing. Oh, it tastes good too. Let's get to work. Stop playing around, and we got to do some work. We're going to have a big day today. I'm gonna try to buy 4 or 5 units. I hope I can. I hope there's some nice stuff at the auction today, by the way. I got my list yesterday, got my inspections done. Very, very nice stuff going through the sale today. So I'm excited. Be completely remiss if I didn't mention the time of the year, beginning fall here in Kentucky. Absolutely beautiful time of the year. If you're interested in coming to Kentucky to see some of the motor coaches we have some of the most beautiful fall weather you've ever seen. And when the trees, all the trees, beautiful green trees turn, the leaves start turning. You got cornfields over there. We've got so much stuff to do here in Central Kentucky. History, horses, bourbon. So many good reasons to come here. Just one of those small reasons is the motorhome. So definitely come see us. Make an appointment, folks. You got to make an appointment. We do everything by appointment only. You can stop by and see us. It's not a problem. We're not going to be able to show you into the motorhomes because we don't keep them opened up. So if you stop in, you're just going to have to see our pretty faces and not see the pretty motorhomes. So really good customers, been driving for about 4 miles, owns every bit of this farmland. His family does. They supply all the corn and wheat to some of the largest bourbon distributors or bourbon makers in the country. Right here, huge. This farm right here that I'm showing you there is like 1,300 acres. Really nice land too. We made it. I'm calling her. I'm gonna give you a Clint. Heather Wethead. She came in early today. Evidently, she got out of the shower and came with Heather Wethead. But here's our delivery board. As you can tell, I'm in a pretty good mood this morning, especially after I've got this. Dum da da dum. Yeah, boy. I was like this before the coffee too, but so these are the units that we have not delivered yet. There's 6 left. We delivered 6 in the last 2 weeks. So a week and a half ago, I had 12 units that were not delivered, and you can see, business is booming for us for our little spot here. We have 6 units that are sold and not delivered. So it's pretty stressful time. 12 units in. We had at one point a week and a half ago, we had 12 units that were sold, not delivered, and that's a lot for us. I've only got five technicians in the shop, which sounds like a lot, but it's not that much because a couple of those guys aren't really RV, and we're very blessed to have that business. It's what I felt. See Rat Think back there? That's what I felt like over the last 2-3 weeks getting these units ready. But we're down to 6, and now it's time to refill and do the rinse and repeat. Let's go. Anything but that's... Oh, she caught me. That's Crystal, everybody. An absolutely beautiful day. Today's going to be gorgeous. Got a little sneak peek of a coach that's coming up. We got it in detail process right there. An old school Allegro bus, 42 QRP that just came in. That has a 2008, 43,000 miles, folks. We just drove it in from Texas. A gentleman actually traded, let's see. Can you see that bus back there? You won't be able to tell what it is, but there's essentially a 15 Allegro bus. He traded an 08 and a 15 for a big 45-foot Allegro bus that we had. We delivered that unit to him and went and picked up both of his units in Texas. Great guy, Cody. If you're watching this video, thank you so much for the business. Your trades are awesome. We're taking that 08 bus, doing some things to it, that some detailing and whatnot, and runs great. Okay. Just a quick little inventory update. Selling coaches. This country coach behind me sold. This bath and a half Allegro Red is available. This Breeze is available. Canyon Star, Allegro Red. That little Allegro Red, I don't understand that, coach, folks. If you are in the market for a Allegro Red, don't sleep on that one. That is a really nice coach. Great colors. Very well cared for. Decent miles. Check it out on the website, sewellmotorcoach.com. In behind me is a 37 PA Allegro Red. You know how we do it, folks. Just traded for that Fleetwood Expedition. If you're in the market for an affordable luxury diesel pusher, there's a gas Allegro open road back there. It's available. There's a 2014 Allegro bus, 45 LP, 44,000, just call it 45,000 miles. I can't remember what it came 1,000 miles to get here. That one just arrived. Super nice coach, 45 LPs, like one of the best floor plans. We've had a run of these. If you remember, we had that 14 Allegro bus that we spent like 15 grand on getting the exhaust and stuff done up on. So, you know, that was a lot of fun. So yeah, obviously I want to make these videos fun to watch and entertaining. But the reason I'm doing this video is to talk a little bit about the market. I will tell you what I see, as I see manufacturers that are starting to drop. I see inventory levels I've never seen before just driving by the Camping Worlds and the big dealers, and looking online. I see massive discounts on new, and what I'm talking about, fifth wheels, and I seen a fifth wheel the other day advertised at 55% off MSRP. That's extreme. That's a lot. So that's the market. Has it crashed? Is it crashing? You know, not trying to lead you into not trying to catfish you on this video. What do they call that? But I mean, I see a lot of crying out there, and a lot of massive inventory on the fifth wheels. I'm getting bids on late model fifth wheels, like high end, like very desirable fifth wheels, like brand names. Not going to name any names, but really good name fifth wheels that I used to get. Let's say book was 50 grand. I used to call and get a bid, and I would get bids of 50, 48, 49, 50,000 full book for fifth wheel during the height. Now I'm lucky to get a bid of 50% of wholesale, 50, sometimes 60% on a desirable unit. Now, I'm not even talking about the undesirables. If, you know, an undesirable unit, ain't no telling. So we're gonna back that up with, I'm gonna show you book value on a couple of towables and see what they brought at auction. And the misconception about auctions are that you think that auctions are where they bring dirt cheap money and you can steal them and all this stuff. That is the opposite, folks. You cannot steal anything at auction. The only thing you ever buy cheap is something that nobody else wants. That's the only time you're gonna buy something cheap. You are not gonna sneak anything out of an auction. If it's a nice unit, you better believe that you're not the only one that sees it, and you're gonna have to pay top dollar for it in the wholesale market. In many cases, the units that I buy at auction, I pay way too much money for. Huge misconception of people that are not in the business. You don't steal anything at auction unless it's something that nobody else wants. And then is it really stealing it? I don't think so. As this auction gets going, I'm gonna show you some information on a fifth wheel, a Class C, Class A, even something like I would buy, and let's just see what they bring in compared to book value. The proof is in the pudding, is what they would say. Isn't that what they say, Talon? Proof is in the pudding? I think that's right. Proof is in the pudding. So let's show you that pudding right now, or the auction. Whatever you, call it whatever you want. Let's go. First unit was a 2021 Forest River Cedar Creek. Again, I don't know much about this market, but I'm just giving you showing you what I know. It has a $44,700 wholesale book value. They couldn't even get bids at $25,000. The auctioneer was acting like he had bids, but he actually didn't have any bids. They were fishing for $26,000 opening bid, never got it. Now, I didn't pull a book value on this one, but here's one that's very surprising to see. No bids on a 2021 Forest River Arctic Wolf. I have no idea what that is, but it's right here. No sale, no bids at $8,500 for a 2021 model fifth wheel.
It's free real estate.
I've watched 2 or 3 other units that I did not print books for bring 50%, 50, 55, 60% of book value for a desirable unit. So that gives you an indication. Now let's check a Class A, a kind of a typical Class A. I think we're going to do I've got a Thor Motor Coach Ace Series 30.2, which is a pretty good floor plan. 31 foot Class A with like 7,000 miles. Let's see what that does. Also, usually after the first 20 units or so they've sold, this seller is usually a 90+% seller. They're selling it at barely a 50% clip. So 50% of the units going through in the first 20 have only sold. So that doesn't tell you something.
Come up pretty short. This he'll do it. He's got 57 in it. I never about the number 27.
All right, there's one they sold. So that coach sold that 2020 Thor Ace, sold for $44,500, had a $61,200 wholesale book value. I don't have a calculator in front of me. That looks like to be about between around 60%, somewhere in that range of its book value. What I'm seeing, I mean, that's what I'm seeing. Now, let's try to get a luxury Class A and show you what that brings in compared to book value. So you can kind of see the difference between the fifth wheel, the entry-level Class A, and then let's look at a luxury Class A, or what I consider to be a luxury Class A, and show you what those are bringing compared to book value. So far we've seen no bids at 50% a book on or 50-some% a book on a fifth wheel. A unit sold at like 60-some% a book. Now we're gonna find a luxury Class A. Let's see what we find there. I couldn't show you the live screen because there were online bidders bidding on it that I didn't want to show their information. But I want to show you this unit here. It's one I had inspected. I have a note here that it had a weird blue stripe on it. Somebody did a custom paint color on it. Not really a big deal, but a very nice unit. 2017 Tiffin Allegro Open Road 36LA. Wholesale book $79,000. I was gonna try to buy it in the $65,000 range. It brought $86,000, $7,000 over wholesale book. And that's crazy. That's a lot of money. And there's that same 17 Allegro Open Road. You can see it doesn't show the buyer's information here, but it sold for $87,000. 23,000 miles. Doug, why did you do this video? And that's kind of what I asked myself. What was the purpose of this video? I kind of got the idea yesterday morning, and it just popped in my head, and that's kind of how we make these videos. The extra videos, the why buy from us, showing the problems, the issues. People love seeing issues, and people love seeing money, how much units are bringing at auction, those kind of things. The main reason is I wanted to show you, our potential customers, that our RV market is different from what you see, let's say, in the news. If you see any bad news about the RV market, crashing, or maybe they word it different, it's down huge numbers, big time down. That RV market is different from what we deal in. And I feel like we deal in a totally different, I don't even feel like we're in the RV market. We're more in the RV lifestyle business. And that's the type of unit that we sell. We're selling lifestyle coaches, lifestyle RVs, lifestyle motorhomes, working in certain brands, high-end luxury brands. I would really be concerned if I were a RV dealer like what you see out there, the big box. I'm not going to name any names, but big box dealers, their lots are stacked full of units, and they're just trying to do whatever they can to sell. I think another thing that drives our market and keeps it relevant and keeps it very busy is the fact that the new prices on new ones are so expensive. So I'm going to show you a unit that I bought yesterday. I'm going to tell you about it. I'm going to talk to you about what a new one cost and why I was willing to invest so much of my money into buying this unit and to resell it to one of my customers. Okay, so the unit that I'm gonna kind of highlight is it's just the one that popped up in my head because that's the unit that I bought yesterday. That's gonna literally be here today. So let's talk about that one. This is a 2019 Newmar Mountain Air. I did buy a new Air as well yesterday, but a Newmar Mountain Air. The Newmar Mountain Air is the entry level to the Newmar luxury as it pertains to the 45 footers. It's very confusing. Each manufacturer does things a little bit different. You can always give me a call if you want to learn more about this, that, and the other. You know, we can explain to you what the differences are, but it's the entry level to the luxury segment. It's got the ISX, the smaller ISX motor. But let's talk about that one because this is the reason I think that this segment is going to be so strong in the next 6 months, a year, is because of the pricing. I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to show you pricing on Newmar Mountain Airs and kind of explain to you the difference. Not a tremendous amount of difference between what we bought and what this is. So let's do that. Okay, so here is I pulled up on RV Trader, and you can see here's every brand new Newmar Mountain Air. There's 46 of them available in the country, folks. That's pretty stout inventory for Newmar Mountain Air. They're in the 900s MSRP. You can see here this dealer has this one discounted a little bit. I'm sure there's like a maximum or minimum advertised price or something that Newmar has. All right, let's talk about the numbers on the brand new one. If you're looking at a coach that's in the mid 900s and you are a supreme negotiator with Newmar, the way they have their MSRP and their invoicing set up, if you buy an in-stock unit, one that's been sitting around a little bit, dealer wants to move it, you can get about 30% off. If you're really good, you're gonna have to go in there and battle, fight to get that 30%. They'll pretty much offer you 20% off the gate. You're gonna have to work to get to that 30%. Been there, done that. I've bought Newmars brand new. I know. Before I was a dealer, I bought brand new units. Integra. Did not buy a new Tiffin. But you're gonna have to get in there and battle to get that 30% off. But let's say you do go in there and you buy and you get 30% off MSRP. You got a 2024 right now. Let me see if there's any 25s. 25 should not be on the ground yet. Yeah, there's one on the ground. I'm sorry. Independence RV has one on the ground. Let's say you're working numbers on a 24. You get maximum discount. You're looking in the 600s for a Newmar Mountain Air. This 19 Newmar Mountain Air I have coming, that's in beautiful shape, by the way, one owner. I'm going to be able to sell that to you somewhere in the low to mid 300s. I haven't set the price yet. I want to see it, touch it, feel it first before we offer it, before we price it, that kind of stuff. But we're going to be able to safely say we can save you $300,000 off a new one if you'll just go 5 model years back with 30,000 miles on a very loved pre-owned Newmar Mountain Air. And honestly, I like the paint scheme of the older ones better myself. Every new RV sold right now is at an extremely high price compared to what they were, say, in 2019, 2020. So that's why I'm seeing these massive differences between on a 5-year-old unit. I mean, that's $300,000 in depreciation in 5 years. That's half. That's 50% segment. Even though we're still selling units left and right, we're selling them because the prices have went down, and the prices have, I don't want to say bottomed out because I don't like to put myself in that position where I'm hardline. I feel like they've bottomed, and I feel like we're getting ready to see an increase because of inventory. We're going to see a used inventory shortage because that's what people are buying right now. They're not buying the $1 million Newmar Mountain Airs, so they're just not. I can't imagine these dealers are selling very many. There's 46 Mountain Airs in the market, brand new. So that's a lot. So the moral of the story is the reason I've done this video, so I can show you my customer, that I have the supreme confidence. Yesterday I spent well over $1 million in inventory, purchasing inventory for the lot. I have the supreme confidence in the market that we're in, that this market, this luxury lifestyle market, is not crashed. It is strong. It is strong as ever. I'm putting my weight into it. Another part of the reason I do these videos is to help guide you through the process. That's one of the small things that I can do, help you, guide you through the process. All the other videos I do, I talk about our process, how we operate, all that kind of stuff. My customers are people that have been planning this type of lifestyle for years. There's lots of customers out there, and these videos are an awareness. These videos help make the market aware of how we operate and what we do here at Soul Motor Coach. We limit the number of transactions that we can do in a year's time. We only can handle so much. We want to do business the right way. We are not transactional. We are completely relationship driven, and we'll always be that way as long as I'm in charge. And right now I'm in charge. We do have a very steady supply of people that want to enter this lifestyle. Again, it's not a transaction. It's not like buying a car. It's not like buying a home. It's like buying a lifestyle. So we introduce people to the lifestyle. The processes that we go through, we take all the risk out of buying one of these units. You don't have to worry about if you're getting a good coach or a bad coach. You're always going to get a good coach at Soul Motor Coach. We're going to take you through the absolute best process. And we're gonna make sure you're 100% satisfied. Check other videos. Give us a call if you have questions about how that works. Sorry I wasn't able to show you what I bought yesterday. Those auctions are going. The video I showed you was from early on, before I really started bidding. The units I was interested in were later in the sale, and it gets very hectic. It's extremely stressful. It's like being in a battle. You got to fight for those and fight for those units. So I ended up sneaking out 6 really nice units. I think we've got a 21 New Air coming for those of interested. We have that beautiful 19 Mountain Air coming. We'll try to flip some pictures up on the screen here. A 15 Tiffin Allegro Red 33AA. I bought a coach that I normally don't buy. Starts with a Thor, but it's a good price point coach. It's a little short. It's an older Tuscany, which I believe that some of the older Tuscanys are probably some of the best out there. We'll be the judge when it shows up here. If it inspected really well, had a very, very good inspection report on it. And normally I don't buy that stuff, but this is a little 34-footer. Pretty interested in it. So what else did we buy? I got an old school Monaco signature. Really excited about that. Monaco signature, like really nice older Monaco signature. I think that was a one-owner coach. Don't hold me to that. One of the ones I'm most excited about is the 2016 Dutch Star 4369. Great price point coach because it's got a few miles on it. I love a nice clean coach with a few miles on it. So if you're in the market for any of those, like I said, an affordable Thor Tuscany Allegro Red 33AA that's going to be really affordable on the affordable side. Monaco signature 4-slide with the Detroit 60 in it. Newmar Dutch Star 16 4369. 16 was a huge year for Newmar. They went to the tile, all the tile and the slide outs, no more carpet. And then we bought that Newmar Mountain Air. Awesome. Stay tuned. All those are going to be hitting the website as long as they inspect out, as long as the second inspection goes good and they get here safely. Absolutely. Essentially, our market is different than what you're seeing in the news and other big dealerships. They may sell one of the units like I have, but their market is essentially that mass numbers. They are transactional. Folks, we are completely opposite than most other dealers you'll ever deal with. We are so non-transactional. If you don't believe me, just jump on Google, check my reviews, Soul Motor Coach on Google, see what other people are saying about us. It's hugely important. We appreciate you. We appreciate your time in watching this video. We thank you for the confidence, all the video, we appreciate all the comments, all the likes. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day, and I hope to talk with you soon. Don't forget to check the inventory. Yesterday we went on a run and bought 7 units, I think, 6 or 7. And I think those are some really nice pieces we have coming. Some new, some old, some newer, late model, some older stuff. Stay tuned to that stuff. We're so excited about what's upcoming. And we hope to talk with you soon.